Are you able to see my screen?
No.
Okay. So, as discussed yesterday, okay. So there was some other process also, apart from the P2P process and apart from the sales order process, there will be some other process will be there because depends on the client, depends on their business side. Maybe the process will be different. So it is not necessary they need to be used the same process. Okay. So depends on the each and every customer. They can use their own way of the business. Okay. So that's one thing you need to be understand. Okay. So tomorrow if suddenly they are saying that I'm using this process, so we cannot say like you are using this process but the standard this is a process, because the way of the customer is depends on their process and their manufacturing. They are going with a different process. Okay. Okay. So now how the flow will go, generally how flow will go. Okay. So we'll understand try to understand about the flow, how it will go. Okay. So let's start with the sales order. Okay. So after creating the sales order, okay, suppose my requirement is that I need some television, or maybe let's make it have some burgers, some burgers which is 100 pieces order it is there, okay, or cakes or something which is like, okay. Now this is the customer order. I got customer order. So generally might be our stock levels will be 10 or 20 or 50 or 15 something. But at a time 100 burgers means there might be we need to manufacture that, right? So what will be happen once it is created? So this is bulk order. Let's assume that this is bulk order. Okay, how it is assumed that? So depends on the quantity, how much it is getting. Okay, we can assume that okay, this is bulk order. So when we get this bulk order, what we need to check that the system will check that whether stock is available or not. Okay, if there is no stock available, okay, system will run the planning run. So this planning run is nothing but like a MRP, okay, material requirement planning. Okay. So what will be happen material requirement planning? Okay, based on the configuration, okay, based on the configuration or master data setup, okay, for especially this material, how it will go, okay. So I said right yesterday there will be a two ways of the product, which is like one is internally manufacturing, or the second one is we can buy from the outside and selling to the customer.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'll when I'm just checking that, okay, when I'm just running the planning run, okay, MRP, the system will try to understand this whether this material is in-house production or external procurement. Okay, so how it will be like there will be a procurement type in the master data. Okay, so the procurement type will give that whether it is in-house or external. Okay, in-house or external. Okay. Okay. Now what will be happen? Okay, let's assume that this is in-house production. Okay, the material will be in-house production. Then what will be the system? Okay, this material, this I need to be generate some orders. The requirement we need to automatically create the background to production team. So I need to be intimate to the production team because based on my understanding from the system understanding, okay, this product will be in-house production. So I need to intimate to the production team, production department. Okay. So what will happen after planning run? Okay, it will be generate the requirements. The system itself, it will be generate the requirements. So there is no need to manual intervention. So how in the procurement side, the purchase requisitions, the requirements, how we are identifying. Here, the system will identify automatically based on the master data setup. Okay, the planning run will be generated. Okay, from the planning run, the system will identify that whether this material is the external or in-house. If it is a in-house production, okay, how the requirement will be generated, there will be a plan orders will be created.
Mm-hmm.
Plan orders will be created. Okay,
Okay.
so furtherly, this plan order, how it will be converted to production order. Okay, production order or process order. Okay, both are the same. Okay, so it depends on the industry. Manufacturing industry, then it is production order. If it is a process industry, then it is a process order. Okay, so both are the same. So this will be the process to the production team, production planning team. So who will take care about these plan orders and production orders and process orders once it is created? That is a PP consultant.
Mm-hmm.
This is a PP area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a PP area. Okay. So once production order is created, okay, they will check that, okay, how much it is material, how much it is material, the burger 100 pieces, which is required, right? So the sequentially what will be happened, okay, when the requirements is generating, okay, for this is the burger is the final product. This is the FG product
Mm-hmm.
because to make this one, we also need the components. What is the some like bun we need, some like which is some vegetables required. Okay, somewhat we need ingredients, chilies, everything we need. Okay, so here the plan order generated for the FG product, we just called FG finished goods. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so we can call FG product finished goods or parent material. Okay, so based on the once, so how sorry, so how system will understood that for this FG product preparation, what are the components which is required? So if I'm manufacturer, I know, maybe I know, but the how system will understood different products, how the system will understood that these are the components it is required for this FG product. Okay, that will be maintained in the BOM, bill of material.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay. Okay. Mm.
that is master data. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll just go down. Okay, so there is a bill of material.
Okay. Yeah.
In bill of material, what they will do, they will be maintaining the combination of combination, okay, of components.
Yes.
Okay, so let's assume that if it is burger, so for this burger, I need some 100
Mm-hmm.
buns. Okay, I need 100 buns plus okay, somewhat we need vegetables.
Mm.
Vegetables, let's assume that vegetables which is 1 kg. Okay, whatever they are using, whatever it may be. Okay, then sauce. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, there will be again in the sauce, main sauce and chili sauce. Okay,
Mm.
depends on the different sauces. Okay, so
Mm.
that will be the combination of components will be maintained in the bill of material. Okay,
Mm.
so why? Okay, if let's assume that here one bun. Okay, one bun plus okay 100 grams. Let's assume that 100 grams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is for okay, and sauce will be the 10 ml.
Mm. Mm.
For 10 ml. Okay, then this
Order.
combination is for the one burger preparation.
Yes.
One burger preparation is equal to what components it is required? One bun, okay,
Mm.
one bun and plus vegetables like 100 grams of vegetables and 10 ml of sauce.
Mm.
So this combination you are maintaining in the master data. Okay.
Mm.
So based on the master data, I said right, based on the master data, the dependent requirements also it will be generated. Okay. So the requirements will be generated. Okay. Independent requirements and requirements will be generated. So now along with this plan order, okay, the system will check that okay for this FG product, okay, now I got 100 burgers, which is order, that is order. So to prepare the 100 burgers, what need? What is the components which is required? The system will check that, okay. it will be go and it will be check in the bill of material. From the bill of material, what information it is there, what is the components which is required. So these components we call as a components. Okay, child components. When we talking about FG product, how we say it is a parent component, right? So these are the child components. Okay, that is the terminology. So we can say child component or component direct. We can say components also, or we can say like raw materials and packing materials, semi-finished goods, whatever it is we are using. Okay. Now, if you see that in the when it is converting, when it is created plan order, okay, along with this plan order, the system will check, it will check the components also. When planning run is generated, okay, but to preparation of the bugger, okay, the system will also look into that for these buggers, to prepare this buggers, what components it is required, that components whether stock is available or not in the store, okay. If it is store is available, the stock is available, then they will be get the stock from the store. But if the stock is not available, what will be happen? Again, the system will generate the purchase requisition. Why it is creating purchase requisition?
Because the stock is not available.
Why the system is creating purchase requisition for components? How it is creating purchase requisition? Again, because it is procurement type.
Okay.
Because this procurement type for the components are external. When it is external procurement, that means when we are buying from outside, the system will create automatically purchase requisition.
Okay.
So the point here, the main point is here, in-house production, okay, in-house material, in-house production material, okay, then the system will create a plan order, okay, while requirement generating, okay, when planning run is generating. Then if it is external procurement, okay, external procurement, the system will generate the purchase request. Okay. There is some situations, there may be some situations like, okay, it might be in-house or external procurement also. Some materials what will be happen, okay, we have the capability to produce from the outside, our side, okay. But sometimes what will be happen, we are also buying from outside, because maybe we don't have product, then we are buying from outside, okay. So those cases how it will be like, in-house and both, in-house and external, both. Okay, so those materials, the system will generate the plan order. Okay, plan order. So later, depends on the material, depends on the stock. Okay, what depends on your process. You can go ahead. Either you can convert to purchase requisition, or you can convert to production order.
Okay. In-house.
Okay, so from plan order also it is possible. Okay. But if it is straightforward, it is external procurement, then it will be create purchase requisition. If it is in-house productions, it will be straightforward, it will be create plan order. Okay. But if it is in-house or external, both, okay, or you can say or, okay, so either both, either one of them, okay. In that case, the system will create a plan order. That plan order can be converted to production order or purchase requisition. There is a possibility there. Okay. So that option will be how the system will understood that it is a in-house production or it is external procurement based on the procurement type. Okay. So the procurement type will be there in the material master record. Okay. Now, in the above scenario, if we see that the requirements are generated, the requirements will be generated for the plan order. Okay. At that time, it will be create requirement for purchase requisition for components. Right? Because the above I just shown only FG, right? Now I'm just showing for the components as well. Because the system identified that to prepare these burgers, we also need the components because the component stock is not available. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
So when when there is a procurement, when planning run generated, the system will generate the plan orders for FG, and also it will be generated for the purchase requisition for components. Okay, clear?
So plan orders will be generated
Plan
during
orders will be generated for the FG, finished goods,
finished
whatever
goods.
it is in-house production materials. Okay,
So finished goods are nothing but the storage which we already have.
which one? No, no, we don't have stock now. Okay,
Okay.
we don't have stock. See, now to prepare the burgers, okay, do you need the ingredients, right? Raw materials, components we require, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the system is checking that whether I have the stock or not, the
Okay.
components.
And plan. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
if you don't have buns, then you cannot prepare the burger, right?
Yes.
Okay, so to the raw materials and the packing materials, whatever it is required, again the system is generating one more requirement. The above it is created one requirement for a plan order to prepare the FG product based on the order, sales order. And the
Mm.
second, it is creating another requirement for the this FG product, okay, based on the bill of material,
Mm. Okay.
okay, the components.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay. Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now tell me, the above plan order it is converted to production order. Okay,
Mm.
that plan order is converted to production order. Now, here in this below case, while it is components, okay, the external procurement, the purchase requisition will be converted as purchase order.
Mm.
So this is the P2P process. Okay,
Yes.
how it started
Yes.
is P2P
Yes.
process, and
Yes.
the above it is production order process. Okay,
Mm.
now why we creating purchase order? Because I don't have the stock, I don't have components. That's why I'm just trying to buy from the outside.
Mm.
Okay, so purchase order is created, and the goods receipt
Invoice. Mm.
and invoice. This is again
Fit.
P2P process, right?
Yes.
Payment that will be the difference.
Mm.
Now, now when production order is created, okay, the
Mm.
above, okay, this is the MM, this is MM process,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
okay, and the above this is the PP
Fit.
process,
Fit. Mm.
okay. So when uh, PP is done, okay, PP created a production order. Now they what they have to do? They have to do the some production of the
Mm.
material. Okay.
Mm.
So now to do this production for this or the finished goods, okay, they need the components, right?
Mm.
They need components. That components we are already informed to the MM team and they get the stock already, right?
Mm. Mm.
Here they already receive the stock from the vendor. So I have the stock as per the whatever the requirement it is required, that stock it is ready. Now the production team what they will do, they will get the stock. Okay. So then what we call goods issue against the production order. Okay. What it will be issued, the stock goods issue against the production of what it will what materials it will be issued,
Bill of it.
bill of material components, right?
Mm. Mm.
Okay, because to prepare this FG product, okay, in the production order, whatever FG product it is there, to prepare that, I need component. That components I'm getting from the store.
Mm.
Because I already have the stock in, when I'm receiving the stock, it is there already in the store. Okay,
Mm.
now, now, goods issue against the production order is done. Now, the production department got the components. Okay, now they will be manufacturing, they will start manufacturing and they will be confirmed that okay, the manufacturing is completed. Okay,
Mm.
production confirmation is nothing but like a FG ready. FG product is ready.
Mm.
Okay, okay. Now after this one, from production department to we will receive the stock, goods is shipped against production order. Okay, goods is shipped against the production order. Okay, this is the FG product to our inventory. Because after production is completed, the PP production team, it's not required, right? They will issue to the your department. Simple, okay. If you go to any bakery, let's assume that if you go to any bakery, okay, so you order something 100 pieces, simply, okay. So they are checking that in their stall whether stock is available or not. Okay, if the stock is not available, okay, they inform to the pantry area, okay, boss, we got order 100 burgers, so please ready to that. Okay, then they are checking that whether they have the raw materials or not. Okay, there is no raw materials, then what they will do? They will inform to the store, boss, I got this 100 pieces of burger, so please get the components. Then store people, what they will do? They will check the components whether it is available or not. If there is, they don't have the components, they will what they will do? They will go and they will get the
Purchase requisition.
whatever it is. Then it will the components are ready. Now the components, buns and everything ready. They inform to Panteria. So okay, we are issuing these components to you, so you can prepare the burgers.
Products.
Then once they receive the buns and everything, they will prepare the burger. Okay, and they will pack that. Okay, and they will inform to the they will inform to the store people. Okay, yeah, you got the we are ready with the product. Then what they will do, they will get the stock, and if they want to do anything repacking or packing something what they want to do, they will do it, and they will inform to the customer it is ready. We will dispatch. The way simple, if you go to bakery, how it is like any food item, if you order something, okay, how they are doing that the same way. So the sales order guy, he will be taking that and he'll be informing to the inventory people and get the stock. The inventory team, they will check that if it is stock is not available, then they will go to the production department, whoever they're preparing, and they will making this one. Right. So the same here also. Okay. So the involvement is like here, ST team involvement is there, involvement, and MM team is involvement is there, PP team is involvement is there. Right.
Yes.
Because if you need to run the business smoothly, every cooperation it is required. Right? So now once you receive the goods receipt against the production order, so now my stock is ready, my FD product is ready, right? Okay. Now what we will do? We'll go in the top, whatever we got the order, customer order, okay, that's the sales order. That sales order again. Now the cycle will be start for the SD. Okay. So because they got the stock, right? So sales how it is like customer order. Okay, that customer order will be converted to outbound delivery. Okay, if there is any packing related is there, okay, or it may be any shipment related, okay, anything which is there, how they want to be shipped, any packing it is like any courier transportation. Okay, we just talk about a small product, but if a heavy products, almost obviously transport it is required. Right? Courier it will be there. Okay, freight will be there. Okay, so there are there are so many shipment related is there. Okay, all it is done. Then what they will do? They will do the PG. Okay, the courier information, packing information, shipment information, all it is captured. Then they will do the PGA. Then they will write the billing as well. Okay, and they will get the cash from the customer, right? Okay, so if you see that all it is integrated. Okay, if we don't have customer, you will not get orders. If you don't have vendor, you will not get the raw material. If you don't have production department, then you cannot manufacture. Okay, all it is integrated. Then where exactly finance and controlling, financial and controlling people will come, FICO team. Okay, if you see that FICO team, okay, so finance controlling team, okay, so everywhere they will come into picture because okay, when you are buying the components,
mm,
Okay, so they should aware about that. What is the cost you spend on components?
mm,
Okay, then when we are talking about the PP, okay, this is it will come from the MM team, right? This
mm,
value
yes,
will,
yes.
so MM team will give the cost you spent on components. Okay,
Yes.
then PP. Let's come to the PP. Okay,
Mm,
production. Okay. So manufacturing here. Let's assume that manufacturing. Okay.
mm,
So
mm,
PP will give that. Okay, what are the resources you are using?
mm,
Okay, and hours, how much you spend on that, and components cost. Okay, and machinery cost, okay, power cost, all it will be labor cost, all these things, right?
mm, mm, mm,
Okay, so all it will be come under here, right? So MM integrated with the finance team, and they will inform that, okay, boss, this is the raw material cost, this is the uh, which is we bought. Any freight charges will be there, any packing cost will be there, any delivery cost it is there already. We just informing into finance team. The MM
mm,
team will be informed to the finance team. Okay.
mm,
Then manufacturing team will inform that, okay, the way of spend on amount. Okay, maybe the labor cost, or it may be machinery cost, maintenance cost, plant cost, all together, right? Because if I spend mm, to making the burgers, maybe the power supply is very less. Maybe some of the products it is a pizza is there, then almost to 20 minutes, 30 minutes I need to be on the motors or the power. Okay, so that is too high cost comparing to burgers, right? So
mm,
that everything, whatever the cost which is included to manufacturing this product, all they will be calculated. Okay,
mm,
so here they will come to the costing will be costing run will be give the entire picture of that, how much they have spent and what is that. Okay,
mm, mm,
okay, so FF finance and controlling both, generally FICO consultant, we general call as FICO consultant, but depends on the business, they call the separately finance team separately,
mm,
controlling team will be separately. Controlling team, they are majorly looking into the costing run related, and finance team, they are majorly looking into that, how much stock how much the amount which we are buying, payments, you can say payment or cash, something related.
mm, mm, mm,
Okay, now then, and the next one, okay, costing run. Okay, now I got that how much spent, how much we spent, and how much it is like manufacturing. Then, but finally, okay, they will decide. They will okay. Generally, what will be happen? General, they will decide here in the when the manufacturing is completed, based on the analysis, how much spent we done. Additional to that, some profit they will be add, some margin they will add, and they will be finalized that finished goods product.
mm,
Because my product, right? It is my product, so I can finalize that. Okay, what is the cost of this product? I can sell,
mm,
right? Okay,
yes.
so when it is coming to the sales, okay, selling the component, selling the finished goods product. Okay, so we'll get the cost of the goods sold, right?
Mm,
How much you the product which you sold to the customer, that is
mm,
cost of goods sold, right? Okay,
mm,
so based on the cost of goods sold which we which we received from the customer. Okay, now they will compare now from MM point of how much we paid. Let's assume that I paid 100 rupees.
mm,
Okay, if I paid 100 rupees, okay, while doing manufacturing, let's assume that, okay, additionally 100 rupees plus some additional cost will be the 30 rupees. That
mm,
it's 130 rupees. Okay,
mm,
then some margin they will add, and they will be check that, okay, let's say margin like some 10%, 20% like, so okay,
mm,
160 rupees, they're finalized.
mm,
Okay, so when the cost of goods sold is done, okay, if suppose the selling person he gave some discount to them, okay, then they are given just like 150 rupees or something per piece. Okay,
mhm,
then they will check that, okay, what is the cost of goods sold and how much amount we spent on that product. Okay,
mm,
what are the costing run? All it will be like in the costing run. That system will give that exactly the profit,
mm,
what profit we got. Okay, based on all this calculation, the profit will be calculated.
mm,
Profit margin will be calculated. Okay, so again here also when selling the goods to the customer. So the finance team again they will come and they will collect the cash and they will check that how much the product is cost, actual cost it is. Okay, there itself well when they're selling the product, there itself they can check that margin also. Sometimes what will happen they will write the logic based on the cost of goods sold and manufacturing cost and component cost everything. Based on that, the system will be give that margin. Okay, so that's what they will be. They can also easily identify that whether I can give it some discount to the customer or not. Because what will happen? Okay, sometimes if you don't know what margin you are getting, then it is very difficult to sell to customer to decide the final price,
final price. Mm,
right? Because if you go to some nearest fruit store,
mm,
fruit or vegetable, okay, if they knows very well about the product cost, actual base cost of the product, then only they can decide that how much discount we can give it. Because regular customer if they're saying that no I'm getting this very less in the outside, okay, so why you are selling this much of price. Okay, then
mm,
they will check that okay what is the actual today price which is we got this product. Maybe it is day to day, it may be day to day it will be changed, right? Okay.
mm,
So that based on that, the profit margin, they are just looking at it. If least it is 10% margin, they are looking into it. Okay, if it is getting 20% margin, then I can give some 5% discount or something.
mm,
Depends on that, right?
mm, mm.
Okay.
Yes.
So because they also want to be sell the product, but looking into the customer, he is my regular customer, so I'm just giving the 5% discount.
Mm,
But when you just announcing that discount, you also need to be looking into that how much profit we are getting, how much we have spent already.
yes.
So we cannot give it to that blindly for loss, right?
Yes.
So these are the way everywhere every linkage. Okay, the other areas also will be included. So now if you see that PP included this process, MM it is included, SD process is included. Okay, and
Uh,
finance and controlling is included. Okay,
mm,
somewhat if you see that sometimes it will be what will happen. We are keeping the warehouse. Okay,
mm,
stock which is receiving in the my inventory. Okay, after receiving the inventory, okay, there are some internally processed like they need to be check the quality parameters. Okay, and they need to repack and they want to do the unpack that boxes. Because sometimes what will be happen is components will come under the with
mm,
boxes and containers. They will get all the stock. Okay, right.
mm,
So when they are receiving that, unloading and unpacking, okay, unpacking the box and checking the quality, and they can repacking that and issuing to the production department. Okay, so there what will be happen? These are the warehouse activities. Okay, MM is just we are receiving the stock and keeping the stock, but inside the warehouse there might be have some other activities also, packing, repacking, and reconciliations. Okay, and those all it will be come under the warehouse management.
management.
Okay, so MM is different and warehouse management is different. If you have the if you have the separate to storage locations, in that store location they are keeping tracking for the each and every inventory stock at bin level. That means if you go to medical shop, okay,
Mm,
they have the lakhs of materials. Because if you say dollar 650, dollar 550, 500, okay, like paracetamol and children's medicines, like they have lakhs of material. Okay, so it is very difficult to identify those products where I just keeping in the location, because location is not more like a just open location. If I
Yes.
just putting there, I cannot easily identify that where it is exactly.
Mm.
Okay, but so in that case, what will be happen? The warehouse management team, they will be structured the, okay, the inside the store.
Okay.
Like, okay, I have the 10 racks are there. Okay, out of these 10 racks, 10 columns are there. Okay, each
Mm.
and every column and each and every rack, I have the 3 boxes are there. That means SUs are there. Okay, again that inside that SUs, again I just putting that these are the products. So they will design that. Okay, this rack number one, rack number two, rack number three, rack number four. Again, column one, column two, column three, like. Okay, so
Mm.
that's why if you go to medical shop, okay, if you ask some product, they directly check in the system whether the product is available. If the product is available in the where exactly it is available, then they will directly go there and pick it up,
Mm.
right?
Mm. Yes.
How they can pick it up, it is fun because lakhs of materials are there, lakhs of medicines are
Mm.
there. How they
Mm.
can directly go and pick it up, that information is there in the warehouse management.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's is just stored in the system level.
Mm. Mm.
Clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. So once this is the way the warehouse management also it will be integrated. Okay.
Mm.
And if suppose the machinery is there, production planning machinery is there. Okay. If you not doing regularly maintenance, okay, that means, okay, if I have the let's say I have mixie is there. Let's assume that grinder or mixie we have. Okay, we are regularly using grinder and mixie. So these are also maintenance related, right? Equipments. Okay,
Mm.
so in your house, if you have the grinder and you have the mixer and you have somewhat okay other equipments as well, blenders or something which we have, right? So what will be happen if you are suppose you are using today, okay, then if you are not cleaning that, okay, if you are not giving proper service to that, okay,
Mm.
sometime later it won't be work properly.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, right, right. So regularly, if you're cleaning and if you're washing that and
Tenants.
you just putting whatever it is required, like oil related grazing or something
Yes.
machinery, depends on that. Okay, what will be happen depends on that. That will be work. If you not done that properly, the service to that regular service, then it will be somewhat sometime later it will be spoiled and it won't be work properly.
Mm. Mm.
So that come under the maintenance.
Yeah.
The biggest machineries, whatever it is, that the regular maintenance which is very required. So the service what it is required for that machinery need to be done. Okay,
Mm.
that will come under the maintenance.
Okay.
So that will be taken care by a plant maintenance team. That again it will be PM module, plant
Okay.
maintenance team, PM module. Okay,
Oh.
so
Okay.
they will create a maintenance order and they will regularly doing the services. Okay. Again, for that, if I just talk about the when we talking about the plant maintenance, if you want to do the plant maintenance, okay, that means I just want to do the some service for that material. Again, for that I need some additional products. What
Mm.
products it is required? Might be I need oil,
Oh.
or I need grease, or I need something like water to clean
Mm.
that, right?
Mm. Mm.
So somewhat we need suppose it is like cleaning articles, okay, cleaning
Mm.
items. Okay, these are all articles which is required. Then again, to whom they are reaching, maintenance people, how
Tech.
they get the stock,
Okay. MM consultant.
MM consultant. And again, they will connect it to MM person. Boss, I need these products to do the maintenance service. Then they
Mm.
will come and they will write the purchase equation.
Mm.
That's right. So the purchase equation will come. It's not only will come only from the customer, or it is not only from the purchase order, production order. It will come anyway.
Okay.
Wherever the comment it is there in the my company, from there it will be creating the purchase equation.
Mm.
So he in this point, the source is maintenance order. From
Mm.
the maintenance order, they will create the purchase equation,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
So again, once it's the same process: purchase requisition, purchase order, goods received, then the products will be issued to the maintenance order. How production order you did, instead of production order, here we are doing to the maintenance order. To whom you are giving? Plant maintenance people. Okay, so if coming to the plant maintenance, okay, then maintenance order is the source. From maintenance order, again, if it is generating plan order, planning grant, or it may be whatever it may be, that it again it will be create a purchase requisition. Okay, then purchase order and goods receipt, then invoices, then payment. Okay, then payment. Then again the stock which we received. So the process again now. This is the it's coming here, right? Now, if you're talking this here, the maintenance order. When we're talking about a PM point of view, maintenance order, and they will we will issue the goods issue to stock to maintenance order. Okay, and they got the stock, right? There will be service performed. Okay, service performed. Okay, so sometimes what will be happen? Okay, they don't need the components. They don't want the components because this is like somewhat service, right? Sometimes what will be happen? It is service. They're looking for the service. Suppose I have a grinder. Okay, so what my problem is the grinder is not properly working, or they need to do some complete service for that product. So in that case, what will be happen? Okay, in while creating purchase equation, okay, while creating purchase equation, we are creating for the service purchase equation, not main product. Okay, it's a service order related. Okay, so what will be happening in this process? Maintenance order and purchase equation. Okay, then purchase order. So this purchase order is for the service. I'm talking about service. Okay? And this purchase equation also is for recommended service.
Yes.
Okay. So what will be happen from the service order? Okay, the system will create a service entry sheet. Okay, so what? Just give me one example. Let's assume that. Okay, there is a in my plant. Okay, there is a equipment.
Car service.
Car service is not a plant, right?
Okay.
Okay, that's the general service, right? If just I'll give you an example. Okay, in the plant maintenance, let's assume that I'm using some equipment like automation CAD. Suppose let's assume that that is a designer. Okay, CAD is nothing but like it's like a what are the what we can say garments for garments design automatic CAD. You know right? CAD computer design related.
Computer aided this.
Yeah. So CAD is nothing but like for garments and all, they were using the CAD service. The CAD will give the design completely. Okay. So let's assume that that is also one of the maintenance. Okay. So suddenly there is a problem, which is it's not working. The machinery which is not working, CAD machinery which is not working. Let's assume that. Okay. So what it is not working, then I just created a maintenance. This is the problem. This is like a repair. You can say repair order. Okay, so then what will be happen? Immediately I'm just raising the order. Okay, maintenance order, then purchase requisition I got, purchase order I got, that is service. Then immediately I inform to the nearest service center. Okay, then they're coming and they're checking that, okay, they will do the service, okay, what is the problem, and if we need to do some service related or something like, they are doing. So they might be have the multiple activities, right, in the service as well, okay.
Mm,
The card itself, if he's saying that I need to do some software update, first
mm,
thing. The second thing, they say that we need to be uh, um, what we can say like, if suppose there was some um, what you can say, if any bolts or anything which we need to be changed. Okay,
mm,
the first thing is it is like a software update, and second thing is if they need to be modified or anything. Okay,
mm,
maybe
mm,
modification. So there is a multiple activities it is there, right? Okay,
mm, mm,
it's not single activity, multiple activities. Like if I just given bike, okay, they say that multiple activities like they water washing, and they say that oil change, and the third one is engine refreshing. Okay,
mm,
and all these things it will become under different activities. Okay,
mm,
so that activities you are maintaining in the service center.
mm,
Okay, because we are not receiving any physical stock. We are
mm,
here.
mm.
This is like service, right? Okay,
Yes, yes.
so we cannot get the physical stock, any physical goods. These are all virtual services, right?
Mm,
So we will entering that all the activities in the service industry.
okay.
Okay,
So the
that a
list of
service industry.
activities to be performed on the machine or anything is.
If you want to take the example simply, okay, if I just let's assume that in my home, okay, I'm just going with the painting. Let's assume that I'm just planning to the painting for my home. Okay, that is also one kind of the service. Okay,
Mm, mm, mm,
then in this painting, I just divided the five activities. Okay, where what is the activities first? The first activity is which is like uh, they should be properly clean the old painting. They
mm.
need to be clear and cut and remove the old whatever the painting patches are there, that they need to be removed.
Yes.
That is activity first. Okay.
Mm,
The second activity, the top of that they have to do the first coating.
yes.
Okay. Then the third one is wherever it is required, they have to be move. They need to be close the blocks.
Mm, mm,
Okay, that is activity. Okay, the fourth activity is the second attempt of the painting.
mm,
Okay, okay, and finally they have to be finished the all the corners
mm,
wherever it is required. So I
mm,
just divided like five activities. Okay,
mm.
so in the service center sheet, what we are doing, each activity when it is completed, I'm just putting that okay, it is completed.
Okay.
Okay, so what will happen when you completed that activity, when you done that activity, if you say that I accepted that activity is completed, then immediately the system will background the system assuming that the receiving of the service is completed for
Mm,
that activity, and it will be write the good system background.
okay.
Because
It's a
yeah,
checklist of.
physically we are not receiving the physical we are not receiving the stock, right? So
Mm,
virtually we are receiving the stock receipt. So that system will understood that once you accept that service in the service interface, the
mm,
system will automatically background. The system will be posted the good system.
mm. Okay.
Why we need good system? Because we need to raise the invoice.
Yes.
So what activity, whatever it is completed, we need to pay the amount.
Mm.
Correct?
Oh, yes.
So that's why the services. Okay. So that we call as a service process. Okay. Service procurement process. Okay.
Okay.
As of now, if you see that we just talked about only stock related. Most of the which we discussed about the stock, but
Yes.
now it is a service related. Okay.
Oh,
This will be called as a service procurement process. Okay. So
okay.
this service procurement process majorly will be useful for the maintenance related. Okay. Somewhat sometimes it will be required for the in the store also. Maybe
Mm,
we can say contractors, when you get the contractors also you can say like that is one kind of the service.
mm.
So
Okay.
this is the this is the completely PM related activities. Okay. Once service center sheet is accepted, service center sheet created, then acceptance.
Mm.
So in the background, the ghost receipt will be posted. System will assuming that okay, this is completed, the ghost receipt is posted. Once the ghost receipt is done, then invoice verification. Okay, then payment to the services, right?
Mm.
So there is a different way. Okay, it's not only stock; it's also maybe service also. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So where it is, if we see that every point, if I see that here there is PM integrated
Yes.
because they have to be get the stock. So that stock we are providing, right? This is the
Mm.
one. And if you see that this way, this entire process will be integrated.
Yes.
And here also, again, it is integrated,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the way the area and PM and MM integrate.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now coming to the next one is project systems. So these are all integration areas. So whatever we are talking about,
Yes.
where exactly it is integrated, how it is integrated with other areas, MM integrated with other areas. Okay. So PS, PM, you understand that PM is nothing but like a project plant maintenance. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And now this is the project systems.
Project systems.
Okay. PS is nothing but like project system. What do you mean by project systems?
Controlling the whole project.
Yeah, it's kind of that. Okay. It's like a budget.
Okay. Budget.
Majorly it will be work on the base of budget.
Mm.
Okay. So suppose my my company they started new project. Okay. Let's assume that there is a venture they started. Okay. And nearest to Gachibowli. Let's assume that in the Gachibowli, nearest to Gachibowli, they started venture. Okay. So they planning to construct the buildings there. Okay. They want to be they are planning to construct the maybe individual houses or maybe apartments or what are maybe flats they want to be installed. So for that they have the budget. Okay. Let's assume that 5 crores budget.
Mm.
Okay. So if you don't have proper planning, then it's very difficult. Because 5 crores budget, you need to be spent on the 5 crores and what activities, how much amount we need to spend. If you don't have that, that we don't have anything, then it's very difficult. Okay. So what they will be calculated first, okay, to construct this one, what it is required, what activities it is required. Okay. So all these related activities, all they will be listed out.
Mm.
They will be listed out and okay, they will be allotted to some budget. Okay, out of the 5 crores budget, they will be allotted to some of the this kind of the work which we are allotting this amount. This
Mm.
kind of work we are allotting this work. So that we generally call as a WBS,
Mm-hmm.
work breakdown
Oh.
system.
Okay.
Okay, so what you mean by there will be entire out of entire project they are dividing the all the activities with the work breakdown system. Okay.
Mm.
So if you see, if you go to maybe I don't know how they are allotting to you. Okay. In if you are using some software in your company, they
Mm.
might be have the work break WBS element number.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have WBS element.
No, no.
No, okay, okay. So in some companies have it to be like, okay, they have the hundreds of projects, right? So
Mm.
when we get the project from the client, okay, let's say
Mm.
so it's not only construction, we can also do in the internal also. Okay, if I'm getting by a project, suppose let's say I got that 10 crores of project I got from the client. Okay, that is a implementation. Okay, let's assume that they want to be implement a software.
Mm.
Okay, they want to be implement a software SAP, and they want to be design the entire process to in the software. Okay,
Mm.
so if I'm blindly just 10 crores, if I spend on the only software installation, then the how we can implement that, because I need to spend on the MM consultant, I need to spend on the PP consultant, I need to spend on the ST consultant, I need to spend on the licenses, all need to be do right.
Mm.
So I cannot go blindly to spend the entire amount on the one activity or
Yes.
one breakdown. So what they will do, they will divide it like WBS elements. Okay, if it is a SAP, if it is SAP related activities, then they
Mm.
will give one WBS element. Okay, then if it is a non-SAP related activities, then they will give one more WBS element. So they will
Okay.
be dividing that activities. Okay,
Mm.
so like here also, in this case, what will be happen? The budget team, okay, they are project system team, they are dividing the different work breakdown systems. Okay, so
Mm.
let's assume that, okay, out of five floors building, okay, five floors building, I'm just planning that five WBS elements.
Mm.
So one WBS element will give that, okay, pillars, okay, and ground floor, okay,
Mm.
parking space, okay,
Mm.
and what what it will be like other activities, which is like clearing that ground and something.
Yes. Mm.
All these activities will come under the ground floor.
Mm.
So that's why they spend some amount on that. Suppose let's assume that for the ground floor, I'm just allotting the 2 crores out of 5 crores. I'm just spending 2 crores to the WBS element one.
Mm. Mm.
So whatever the amount, whatever the procurements or whatever the activities which you are performing in this WBS one is on the ground floor, okay, it should not be exceed the current budget.
Mm.
Okay, that means in the ground floor, if I allotted 2 crores of budget, okay, so when you are doing the activities like maybe you are started to remove the uh, sand, and you are using the resources, and you are using cranes, you are using, okay, contractors, and okay, when you are using this, or you are planning to do the pillars, okay, and for
Mm.
these pillars again you need some cement and bricks and all these things, right? So what
Mm.
are the products you are spending amount, okay, that entire products cost will be calculated under WBS.
Okay.
So now in this scenario, so WBS element one, let's assume that the number WBS element one, okay, 2 crores is the my budget. Okay, this is my budget. What will be happen here? Whenever I'm just creating purchase equation, okay. So from this project order, the by WBS element, okay. Let's say I got the requirement like PR. In this PR, they say that I need bricks,
Mm.
okay. I
Mm.
need cement, okay,
Yes.
and I need some water, okay, and some labor,
Mm.
okay, and crane service. So crane
Mm.
service also is required, right, to remove
Mm.
the ice or this land and
Clean.
cement manager,
Mm.
right? So all these things will be they created multiple purchase equations they are allotted. Okay, now all whenever it is created purchase equation, this purchase equation is assigned to this WS. Okay,
Mm.
so all purchase equations which be is created under WS. Okay,
Mm.
now if suppose let's assume that for bricks, okay, I spend 50 lakhs rupees. Okay, 50 lakhs rupees. Then the remaining budget is 1.5 crores.
Mm.
So whatever you're purchasing, whenever you're purchasing or whenever you're getting stock or something like for along with this WS element, the system how it will be like, it will be checking that the budget. Okay, when it is crossing that budget, suppose let's say the finally when I got the client services all this thing, okay, still they are saying that I need some other products also. Okay, So then when I'm planning to create the purchase requisition against this WBS element, the system giving the error message. What error message it is giving? That means it is not allowing. What it is not allowing because the, the, the budget which it is allotted 2 crores, it is already spent.
Mhm, mhm,
Okay.
mm.
So in that case, the system will not allow. Okay. So the project system, when you are allotting budget, okay, you also need to be cross check that how much budget as of now is spent on this WBS element. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. If it is exceeded, then again you need to go back and check with project system team and okay, the whoever the higher managers are there, they have to release the budget again.
Mm.
So they will have to be. So that's what. So budget controlling. This is a way we can control. So if I just want to buy, keep on buying the products if we, without any budget, then tomorrow after 1 month or 2 months, if I'm just looking at that's 5 crores which is already spent on the first floor only, right? So there
Mm.
must be control, right? So that they will be doing under budget control. Okay.
Oh.
So if you talking about here PS project system where MM integrated, okay, the services whatever it is required for project system might be whatever maybe labor cost or crane services, brakes, cements, whatever the activities which is performing against the WBS element that
Mm.
is integrated with the MM module.
Yes.
Okay,
Mm.
because we are buying, it is not we are buying for the stock purpose, we are buying for the particular project purpose, particular WBS purpose,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So the project systems, that is the way of the project system. So it is not necessary everyone they need to use the project system. They want to be control the budget and so
Mm.
again I said that when when they're increasing the modules, when they're increasing the areas, obviously the cost of the maintenance also will be high because you need to be maintain the consultants, you need to be maintain that particular area of the development. Software it is free, you can do it, but resource you need to be allowed a new resource and again that activity you need to be performed every day. Okay, so it depends again, it is the annual cost will be high.
Mm.
The consultant we need to be when we get the problems the consultant will be looking into that, right? So it depends on that. So it depends client if they want to be control all these things. So majorly if you go to that construction buildings, construction related, then the PSC is required because they are doing crores of buildings, right? Crores of the consulting related, construction related they are doing, right? So if they don't have proper budget control, then it's finally they cannot give it to
Mm.
the business, right? So then those cases PSC is mandatory. They can
Yes.
go with the mandatory field. Okay.
Yes.
So you understand that why we are using project systems now, right?
Yes. To control the budget. Mm.
Yeah. Now coming to the human resource management.
Mm.
So whatever it is, PS, PM, HR, these are all only for the information purpose because
Yes. Yes.
most of
Yes.
the clients they are not using because these are too expensive areas because we will not get the resources. Okay, very less. If we need to get the resources very less. Okay, because the demand is too high. Okay, and requirements are so very less. Okay, out of 10 companies there might be one or two they'll use, depends on the requirement. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, now coming to HR, where exactly HR it is required? What is the actual HR, human resource or human capital management, you can say, or HR or HCM. Okay,
Mm.
so what is exactly the activities they are performing? Okay, okay, one thing they can do payroll calculations
Mm. Mm.
based on the hours they spend. Okay, so you are entering timesheet every day in the portal. You are going and you are entering the timesheet every day. So the
Mm.
system will calculate that the timesheet based on the hours you worked on that. Based on that hours, so whatever the per hour how much it is price, that amount they are saying that they are calculating into payroll.
Yes.
Okay, so if they have the proper software, it is there, they can easily collect all the information and they will do. If there is no proper collection, it is not there, then while calculating payroll, pay slips, Okay, they have to be manually enter the all the values, right? The
Mm.
components like
Yeah.
pricing components like tax, how much we are paying, all these things, right? Uh,
Mm.
so human resource majorly it will be work for the payrolls, one thing, okay, and the second thing is the timesheet, okay, hourly, everyday attendance which it is required, okay.
Mm.
The third thing is when allotted resources. If I suppose I have 10 projects are there, which person is working with the which project? Maybe they are working on a multiple projects also, right? So that will be can be tracked, right? Allocation,
Mm. Yes.
the resource allocation and the contractors, subcontractors. We are recruiting the subcontractors, those information which is required. Okay.
Yes.
So mostly all human resource related activities, all they will be performing here.
Okay.
Okay. So where exactly it is required again, where exactly, okay. Most of the things, what will be happen, is a not bigger point here, but some cases like consultancy is there. Let's assume that consultancy is there.
Mm.
Okay. So consultancy, what they will do, they will give the service. They will give the resources outsourcing. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
What is the
Mm.
outsourcing? Okay, they are sending the resource to the other companies from
Mm.
their consultancy. Okay, it's like a
Mm.
contractors. Okay.
Mm.
So what they will do, they want to be maintain a proper tracking, then they will create the order, okay, service order, and they will be maintaining that service entry sheet. Whether this guy is performing this activity or not, this performance. So again, it is a contractors, right? So
Yes.
those activities also will be performed. So those cases, HR people will be integrated with MM, but I never seen that this integration everywhere. Most of the, so it's very rarely they are using HR. It depends on
Okay.
that. Okay,
Okay.
because
Okay.
too expensive area. Okay,
Mm.
yeah, PS also too expensive area. Okay,
Mm.
budget.
Mm.
But if it is not, if it is necessary, they can go ahead, no problem. Okay, but
Mm.
that's too, they have to spend more money. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
So like there are so many other things. Transport management is there. Okay. Then vendor invoice management is there. So there are so many areas are there. Okay. It is not necessary every area. Some main areas are okay. PP production planning, ST sales and distribution, finance FICO, and
Data.
MM.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are the major areas. Regularly, every company they are using these areas. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, then I think shall we stop the class today?
Okay, Ravindra.
Hmm? Or
Okay.
we'll connect after some time, maybe.
Today,
Yeah, if you're
today,
fine, we'll connect, no problem.
today it's not possible.
Okay,
Uh, we'll connect on Monday or
yes,
tomorrow.
yes, sure, sure,
Okay.
no problem. Okay,
Okay.
okay then. I think we'll
Thank you.
connect on Monday. Then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay then.
Okay.
Happy advance, happy New Year.